Assalamualaikum and good day to each and everyone. I am Raihana F. Unayan, the third reporter of the Group 6. And my topic is about process of selection. So, these topics explain how companies choose the most suitable applicants for a specific job position. So, process of selection. Process of selection is the procedure of choosing the most suitable and qualified candidates from among all the applicants. In simple words, this is the process where the company evaluates applicants based on their skills, qualifications, and abilities to find the right person for the right job. The selection process is very important because it helps companies hire qualified employees, and it is also improves employee performance, reduces hiring mistakes, and increase productivity in the organization through proper selection. So the company can place the right person in the right job. And now let's proceed to the steps. And now let's proceed to the step in the selection process. So the first step is job analysis. So it's the process of collecting information about a job. So it gives information about job contents, job duties, qualification for job, or etc. So job analysis is the process of collecting information about the job, including duties, responsibilities, and qualifications needed for the position. So like for example, if the company is hiring an HR assistant, so they identify the skills and qualifications required for the job. And the second step is advertisement for the job. And the second step is advertisement for the job. So next step is to give advertisement for the job in newspaper. So advertisement must contain all details about job in staff in company. So this step, the company announces the job vacancy through social media, newspaper, or job website to attract applicants. So for example, for example, the company posts hiring HR assistants on Facebook or online job portals. And the third step is preliminary interview. So it is used to eliminate those candidates who do not meet the minimum eligibility criteria laid down by the organization. So this is the initial screening of applicants to remove those who do not meet the qualifications. So for example, applicants without the required educational background may not continue to next step. And the next step is application blank. So the candidates who clear the preliminary interview are required to fill application blank. Application are required to fill out form containing personal information, educational background, and work experience. So this help the company gather important information about the applicants. And the fifth step is written test. So various written tests conducted during election procedure are aptitude test, intelligence test, reasoning test, personality test, or etc. So applicants take exams such as aptitude test, intelligence test, or personality test to evaluate their abilities and skills. So for example, the company may give grammar test or personality test or etc. So applicants take exams such as aptitude test, no? Yung intelligence test or personality test to evaluate their abilities and skills. So for example, the company may give grammar test or personality assessment. And the sixth step is employment interview. So it is a one-to-one interaction between the interviewer and the potential candidates. So this is a formal interview between the employer and the applicants to determine if the applicant is suitable for the job. So for example, the interviewer may ask about the applicant's strengths, experiences, and goals. The seventh step is medical examination. So medical tests are conducted to ensure physical fitness of the potential employee. Applicants undergo medical check-up to ensure that they are physical fit, and healthy for work. So these may include physical examinations and drug tests. And the last step is appointment letter. A reference check is made about the candidates selected, and then finally, he is appointed by giving a formal appointment letters. So after passing all the selection step, the chosen applicants receives an official job offer from the company. So the appointment letter contains the position, salary, and starting date. And now let's proceed to the distinguish between recruitment and selection. And now I will discuss the difference between recruitment and selection. Although they are connected process in the human resource management, they have different meanings, purposes, and procedures. So first, number one is meaning. So recruitment. Recruitment is the process of researching for and attracting applicants to employ you for job in the organization. So for example, a company posts job vacancies or on Facebook. So for example, a company posts job vacancies on Facebook or job website to encourage people to apply. And dito naman sa selection, on the other hand, selection is the process of choosing the most suitable and qualified candidates from the applicants. So for example, after receiving applications, the company interview and test the applicants to choose the best one. And sa step 2, recruitment involves only a few steps because it is main purpose is simple to attract applicants as applicants. So sa selections involves many steps much as interviews, tests, medical examinations, and final hiring. So for example, in recruitment, the company only so announces the vacancy, but in the selection, the company carefully evaluates every applicant. And number 3 is purpose. The purpose of recruitment is to attract as many applicants as possible. And however, sa selection naman, the purpose of selection is to choose the best candidate and reject unqualified applicants. Recruitment gathers many applicants while selection narrow them down to the most qualified person. And number 4 is cost involved. So recruitment is less costly because expenses are mainly for advertising the job vacancy. And sa selection is more costly because the company spends money on interviews, tests, and medical examinations. So for example, companies pay for aptitude tests and medical checkup during the selection processes. And the fifth is staff line function. So recruitment is usually handled by human resource or personnel department. So it is considered a staff function. And sa selection naman is selection is done gathered via the department that needed employees. So it is considered a line function. So for example, HR may recruit applicants, but the department manager helps choose the final employees. And the last is time required. Time required. So recruitment is a short process because it only focuses on attracting applicants. And selection is a long process because it includes several evaluation steps before hiring. So for example, posting a job vacancy may only take a few days, but interviews and testing can take weeks. So to conclude, recruitment and selection are both important in hiring employees. Recruitment is focused on attracting applicants, while the selection focuses on choosing the best, most qualified candidates for the job. So that's all po.